Okay, we've all heard the news already about Dean Ambrose possibly wanting to, leave the WWE after WrestleMania 35 because he's not happy with the company. In the very beginning, Dean Ambrose was like kind of the leader of the Shield because he had the mic skills. He was really well known for all of his extreme wrestling and other promotions. Especially with Sami Callihan. Him and Sami Callihan were friends and actually tag teamed together in certain companies. Him and Sami Callihan go far back, go way back in the wrestling business. But Dean Ambrose, I can understand him not being happy with the WWE, because of, I guess, and even after he had such massive heel heat for, turning on Seth the night they win the tag titles and also finding out his best friend Roman Reigns has leukemia. But here's the thing though, if Dean Ambrose does plan on leaving, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe Dean feels he deserves better. Maybe he's not working. They're not working him to his full potential. He was a former WWE champion. He was a former Intercontinental champion, U.S. champion, tag team champion, basically a Grand Slam champion. But Dean Ambrose, I feel they could do a lot with him, but they're not going to. He probably feels he could do better somewhere else. I just hope he doesn't go to UFC like CM Punk. But one idea was, I know you guys would all hate this idea. Why would he want to go to Impact Wrestling? Impact Wrestling maybe won't pay him as much, whatever. But Dean Ambrose could be like the fourth member of OVE, which OVE is a really heelish staple. And I think Dean Ambrose would suit very well in OVE. And a lot of you guys wouldn't agree with that. But Dean Ambrose, him and Sami Callihan have great chemistry as a tag team. Maybe they could do a storyline with Dean Ambrose becoming the X Division champion, Impact champion, whatever. Help Impact Wrestling out if that really matters. Who knows? I'm just saying, with Sami Callihan and Dean Ambrose as a former tag team and champions and other promotions, I think OVE would be a pretty good spot for Dean Ambrose. And a lot of you guys probably wouldn't agree with that. I guess if you're saying, why would he go to Impact Wrestling? He wants to go to Impact Wrestling, but if he's not happy with the WWE, I mean, John Morrison, Richard Swann, all of them went to Impact Wrestling and are champions now. The WWE would never have made John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact a world champion. But maybe Dean Ambrose can find success elsewhere. Maybe AEW is what most people are saying. They're getting a roster built up and everything. But, who knows? We'll see what happens. If he decides he might stay in the WWE, I don't blame him for leaving if he has a lot of money saved up. But for a guy like Dean Ambrose to have such massive heel heat, I think he deserves a little better. It has to be in a different kind of spot in wrestling. Have a more important role, but that's not going to happen apparently. So maybe OVE for Dean Ambrose, but that's just my opinion.